All right. Yes. This is terrific. This is great. I'm loving it. Happy Friday, Nasties. This is the Oil Stream presented by Boston Pizza. We're in the Popeyes, Louisiana kitchen studio. This is a pretty big moment for me. I'm not going to lie. Pretty significant. I remember listening to this guy, not just this guy. I should be careful how I say that, but this guy is a legend, a local legend. And I just found this out last weekend. My stepdad was in town. I was speaking with him, and we'd be driving up. We didn't get to many Oilers games, but when we would obviously tune in. We would tune in to, whatever we could at the time. And I remember I would text in. My stepdad says, yes, you can text in the show now. We'd be listening. And I would text in, and this guy, he would read my text on air. And I was like freaking out. It was really, really cool. And I was like, man, that was one of the things that just got me so excited. And then I'd watch the Oilers game, and then we'd be driving back. And the one game in particular was the Oilers. They lost to the Predators. And I texted in again, and that guy read my text, and it just filled my heart with joy. And today I'm hosting a show with that guy, who's not just a guy, he's a legend, Reid Wilkins. How's it going, man?
I wasn't sure where that was going. I was wondering who this guy was that you were talking about.
Who's you?
Okay, I read your text on air. Yeah. What was your handle?
I didn't have a handle.
You were Trev.
Yeah, I just texted.
Was I on with Rob?
Yeah.
Did we make fun of the text, or did we answer it?
You called me unrealistic. You said that was very unrealistic.
Well, probably was.
Yeah, it absolutely was.
Quite frankly, a lot of the texts we got were.
Yeah. Oh, fair. I proposed a trade.
Oh, my favorite thing.
Yeah, and you said, if the Nasties know, I've been doing that. Well, it's over now, but I was doing it for the last 36.
Those have been fun, by the way.
Really?
Yes.
Fun for some people. For me, it sucked because I got ripped almost every single day.
Why?
I don't know. They just didn't like my trades.
In that form, you were doing it in a somewhat cheeky way.
Yeah, I did get cheeky for sure some days. But I remember I requested a trade to you. So it's funny how things haven't really changed.
I always found that audience submitted trade suggestions usually aren't realistic. Yeah. Because they're very fan-driven, skewed towards the point of view of the team you're cheering for.
Yeah.
What if we offered our worst player for Jenny Malkin? No, Pittsburgh wouldn't do that. What if we offered our worst player plus a draft pick? Yeah. Oh, there's no way the Penguins could say no to that.
Yes. No, that's pretty good. And it was something along those lines. I think I remember the trade. I was, for whatever reason, it was Gabe Landeskog. I sent in, I was like, maybe a pick, a 4th rounder for Gabe. What do you say? And you turned it down almost immediately.
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I turned them almost all down because it's unlikely any of them will happen.
Yeah, no, that is very, very true.
I'm sorry, buddy.
But no, don't be sorry, man, because it was always so cool coming to Edmonton and listening to you and Brownie was unreal. And yeah, Frank just told me, he was like, that was Reid, man. And I was like, really?
Well, you didn't realize that was...
No.
You just thought it was some other guy.
Yeah. And so he was like, no.
So you didn't realize that I worked... No. In radio before I started at EST.
I didn't connect the dots, but then once he told me, I was like, that makes a lot of sense because I knew what you were doing before you joined EST.
Oh, okay. So you didn't realize that was the show I was on.
Yeah. At that age. Like I didn't know that's the channel he was driving. He wouldn't let me, I'd be like, get the channel on, stepdad, Frankie. And then he would. And so that was the case there. But
this is when you were living in southern Alberta? Or
yeah, I was in Lethbridge then.
Okay.
So pretty cool, man. But
thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, thanks for thanks for reading my text. Because seriously, it made my day. I'm not even joking. The smile that I had, it was a pretty cool moment for me. And to be sharing the desk with you is also a really, really cool bucket list moment. It's a core memory. That's what people are saying these days. This is a core memory.
Well, I'm not sure how to respond to that. I'll try not to disappoint you, I guess.
No, you're not going to disappoint me, man.
I'm a little surprised that this. I'm flattered that this would be quite a moment. That much of a moment for you.
Yeah, this is a big moment for sure. Like this is awesome. So yeah, Nasties, you already know what to do. Hit us up in the Nasty chats. That thing's always just. You just love to see the interaction. Sometimes they're answering us. Sometimes they're making fun of us, mainly me. And sometimes they're talking amongst themselves, which is pretty cool. If you're tuning in on iHeart, on TuneIn, or EdmontonSportsTalk.com, feel free to leave a like. Let's see if we can get this bad boy to 100 likes. That would be awesome. It's a Friday show right here on the Oil Stream, like I said, presented by Boston Pizza, and we're also in the Popeyes Louisiana Kitchen studio. Boston Pizza, what do we got here, Reid? It is Fishbowl Friday. I want to throw that out there. So get your, you ever have a fishbowl from BP's?
I don't think I have, actually. Is that like a big, like a drink in a fishbowl?
Yeah, essentially.
A margarita, or what's in it?
Oh, whatever you want. They have feature drinks that are, seasonal. You can get a Caesar in there. It depends on the server. Those aren't really actually advertised, but I would always do it because I'm nice. There's a Galaxy fishbowl, lemonade fishbowl as well, a hard vodka lemonade. Fishbowl, man, there's so many really, really good ones. Last week I asked for a beer because I know I was at BP's Westgate, and Stu, you haven't met Stu, but he's filling in there, and I worked with him at Kingsway Boston Pizza, and I said, Stu, can I get a fishbowl beer? He said yes, but then I said, no, I'm just joking.
Okay.
So yeah, get whatever you want. Get your weekend started. The vibes are absolutely high here. We're getting burgers. Are you getting a burger?
Well, if they save some for us, I made sure I told Milne, I said, make sure there are burgers for Trev and I.
Yeah.
That they don't just count the people who can eat right now over the lunch hour, and then we come out at 1 o'clock like, oh, everything's put away. Yes. There's no burgers.
That would absolutely suck.
That would not be good.
No, I have Glue Guy's there. I have faith in Glue Guy.
Yeah, he'll make
us.
sure we're accommodated. Duck Dad in the Nasty says, Reid, Trev is looking for you to say that this is a core memory for you as well.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Is it?
Yes.
Really?
Well, it's.
Oh, yeah.
I guess it's something I'll probably remember.
Cool.
I'll note that we worked together today.
Okay.
Core memory? Like, what's the core memory? Is like something that
core memory, I think.
Honestly, I don't know if this would be a core memory. Well, like, I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't. But I'm glad I'm here for you, though.
Yeah. No, that's cool. I don't know the definition, but I think it's something you just hold on to your core, and you remember for the rest of your life. I think that's how it is, essentially. So for me, this is near and dear to me for sure. And I guarantee you, I know for a fact, I will absolutely remember this for the rest of my life.
The idea behind core memories is that a powerful memory can shape your personality.
Oh, okay, so that's a little bit different than what I
had. Core memories are best described as emotional memories that resurface when that emotion becomes dominant.
Okay, that's not bad.
So I guess if you ever like really happy, you would. Other happy moments would resurface, and you're like, "Oh, these are other times I felt really happy." I guess
it's in. Have you seen
anybody who studies psychology? Text in your definitions of core memories.
Very good. Have you seen the movie? I know you're a movie guy. Inside Out. I don't know if that's your.
I did see Inside Out. Yeah, several years ago.
So that's where core memory kind of became a thing.
Oh, okay.
Because what the sadness touched one of the happy core memories, and it was kind of sad, actually, from there on out. But then it turned into a good movie still. Some bright spots there.
I vaguely remember it. Okay.
Fair. But yeah, I'm going to post this in the Nasty chat right now. Let's get into some Oilers discussion. And I just like I like polls. I think that's one thing I'm going to start doing every single show. But yesterday's poll was the Oilers have, let me check my notes here. Right now, as of today, they have $7,253,334 in cap space. What should they do with it? I think it was 90% of the Nasties were like, no, don't do anything. Don't touch it.
Right.
The dust, let the dust settle. And then 10 sickos, 10% of the Nasties were like, no, use that up right now. So that was how yesterday's poll kind of came around. Today's poll, does this roster right now, if you go on HockeyDB, you look up the roster, how they have it, right now, obviously it's not set in stone, but today's roster, does it finish with more points than last year? The poll is live.
Oh, where do I get it?
I put it in the Nasty chat.
More points than last year.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a low bar.
It is.
93.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You don't think? It'd be pretty sad. That'd be a sad core memory. The Oilers couldn't do that.
Well, they have 2 extra games.
That's a good point.
That's also something to remember.
Yeah, that's a good point there. The Nasties have spoken already. The poll is at 88%. So
yes or no?
Yes, 88%. Yes. Yeah. Sorry. I think I might ride with the Nasties on this one.
41, 30, and 11. I guess. Okay. So I have a question for everybody. What are you so optimistic about? Like all last year, I'm hosting a talk show. GM sucks. Coach sucks. Goalies suck. Defensemen suck. Defensive play sucks. Scoring's not deep enough. PK sucks. Bouchard can get points, but he sucks.
Yeah. So what are they?
So what are you now so optimistic about when hardly any of that's changed?
For me personally, if I can answer that, I will say I think one thing that was quite paramount, and we talked about it a little bit at length on the Nielsen show for sure, is just how tired the team was physically and mentally. So I honestly think that brings a lot to the table next season. And it's not a roster thing, but I think it's just the motivation, the hunger, the drive. From what Connor has spoken about with Mike Babcock bringing in, which we'll get to Stan Bowman as well. I want to recap yesterday's interview you had with him and Jay Milne. But I don't know. I'm putting a lot of stock in just how much time they've had off this offseason. That would be my answer. I think they're going to be, I think, especially for Connor's case, you're just so close. Just, he talked about it in the Players Tribune article that he had, like just focusing hockey. That's all he wants. He's like, oh, we just lost in the Cup final. All I want to do right now is be back in Edmonton. Puck drop right now. They go through another season, they lose in the final. And then last year was just a debacle. So for my answer personally, Reid, I think just the rest and recovery is going to just be so beneficial for this team, in my opinion. And then you mix in what they did with the off-ice changes, bringing in coach. How much does that help? I think it will help a little bit. And maybe I buy into players being used to their strengths a little bit more, which is what Stan Bowman kind of touched on several times in this offseason. Those are my things that I would say why the Oilers might be better off next season, in my opinion. But Nasties?
Well, no, I'm throwing this out there as a question. I'm not saying that I believe they're going to be terrible, but I do want to know what people are feeling good about.
Yeah. Is that as
opposed to just saying, because I think this is the time of year where it's like you've gotten over the anger of them losing in the first round.
Yeah.
It's far enough away from training camp that you're not actually seeing how the players are performing. So this usually is the most optimistic time of year. But as opposed to just people saying, oh, I feel good, I want to know concrete what you feel good about. I will tell you something I feel good about because, people are already saying I'm being overly negative. I think I feel good about the PK being better. It was 20th, which obviously isn't horrible, but it was below average. When it was bad, it was quite bad. And then in the playoffs, it might have cost them the series. Might have been culprit number one why they lost the series. There were other things. Did Anaheim wind up 50% on the PP? They were for most of the series.
Yeah.
I can't remember what it was after the last game. So I think the PK should be better.
Connor McDavid won't be on the PP.
Hopefully Connor McDavid.
Or PK,
I think DJ Smith might have said that in an interview he did. So if he takes control of the PK, and then they have Dickinson, and they have Murphy, and they have Shea, maybe you have some more defined roles with those players, and hopefully if you can also get stops. So I would hope that maybe this could be, I don't know, could they improve to like a 9th to 13th PK in the league? Like that would be a nice improvement. You'd be just into the top half. That would shave off a few goals against.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that would be good.
I think PK absolutely that would be instrumental if they could improve that. Do they have the people, the players? You like to think that they added, when Murphy was brought in, Dickinson, Chicago's penalty kill was it not first? It was top 5 for sure.
Yeah, they had a good PK.
Yeah, so they absolutely have players in place that can fit those roles. It'll be interesting to see how the system is, Mike Babcock's, because that's one thing he was talking. I heard an interview with him just saying, looking at, and he alluded to Florida Panthers, their PK, and just how dominant and just on the puck they are, extremely aggressive.
Yeah.
And not just on the PK, but as a whole. And he was like, it's not just the Florida Panthers, it's the Carolina Hurricanes, Brendan Moore, like he's got them on you. Like
on the PK.
On the PK, but just 5-on-5 as a whole as well. He was like, that's one thing I want to bring in. And I don't want the opposition to have any time and space. Like, we want to be on you. He's like, that's what Florida has done really well the last few years, especially their cup-winning years. And Carolina, we kind of saw that this year as well.
Is that not what the Oilers did well in the 2024 playoffs?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So you bring up, like, what changed? Was it player fatigue? Was it just the X's and O's just not clicking, just off? Was it Connor being on the PK?
Well, look, it's clear that it's clear that Stan Bowman wasn't a fan of how Babcock coached the team last year.
Yeah,
maybe the year before he was fine with it. So, and I asked him yesterday, okay, like, why do you think they're going to recover the step that Leon Draisaitl said that they lost? Right, like Leon said, it was a step back. We're not headed in the right direction. And he pointed out some of the players, but he said the coaching staff, so Babcock and DJ Smith. And we should probably factor in, I think DJ Smith's going to be a big part of this. Just like Gulletson was probably a big part of helping Knobloch the 2 previous years.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, I've been talking about this. What if you can translate Babcock to wins or points, what do you think that is actually worse or worth? Sorry. I'm just hypothetically. You don't have to throw out a number.
I don't know.
But
yeah. Okay, I'm going to be completely honest, Reid. I was reading text and I kind of lost my train of thought.
No, I'm
there.
not expecting you to answer. Well, I want to hear some of the text too. But so if they're really staking a lot on Babcock,
they are,
which is fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, there better be more structure. There better be a better PK, and there better be the feeling that players have roles, right?
Yeah.
But there are certain things that have to happen. Okay, like Trent Frederick has to score more than 3 goals. Quite frankly, he has to score more than 10.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's one thing right there. Somebody has to replace Darnell Nurse's minutes. As much as he was a frustrating player, there were times where he played quite well.
Yep.
So somebody has to do that, or the D-corps as a whole, and somebody has to be a reliable goaltender, or preferably 2 of the guys. To me, that's still a big question. Okay, like Stan Bowman said in our interview yesterday, teams use 2 and teams use 3. Nobody plays 60 to 70 games. I get it. Okay. We're not going to there's nobody team has a number 1. Look at the playoffs. Bussy goes in at the end. Okay. I get it. But they put Bussy in because they trusted him.
Yeah. And they
thought he would play well. The Oilers, a lot of the last couple of years, were putting a guy in because he was playing less worse than the other guy.
Yeah.
Not because they felt they were going to get really reliable goaltending.
That's what it always was. It was, who is going to be not as bad tonight?
Right.
Yeah. No, for sure. Penner's Pancakes in the Nasty chat, the Oilers allowed 4 power play goals in the 24 run, and 3 of those were in one game against Vancouver. Their PK sank them against the Ducks. It can only get better. Big Uke, he upped that. He gave it the thumbs up, what Penner said. Chet Palmer's brother-in-law in the inbox. Feel free to text us, 780-218-9999. It's the new coach, Chet Palmer's brother-in-law said. So that's one thing, like, Bowman, who you guys had on, he's putting a lot of faith in, and more so than anything. And that was one of the big, I'd say there was 3 takeaways yesterday. Big for me, at least. It was, potentially getting a forward. When does that all unfold? Stan Bowman said that. Obviously, you just alluded to the going in next season with 3 goaltenders. Pretty well confirmed it. Yep. And saying that I wouldn't be surprised if that's how this is going to be going forward for other teams, which I don't necessarily believe in that. But the coaching was like, that was one thing. If you asked him, if you were to, sell this Oilers team to a fan, like what's different? What could change your mind? And he was like, no, it's the coaching. Like he has a lot of faith in what Babcock is going to bring in, which is a time will only tell.
And to be fair, I do think that's probably going to make a difference. My critique of Knobloch was often, okay, what am I seeing different tactically, as just opposed to like, hey guys, feel good about yourself and I'll keep moving you around until I find the right line combinations.
Yeah.
Fair. I think, Quenneville outcoached Knobloch in the first round.
I agree.
But I still wonder, was that Oilers roster good enough?
Even with the best
even
coach.
If they would have had a better coach. Well, I guess that we're going to find out.
Yeah. A library pad in the inbox. One aspect of the downgrade from 24 and 25 was losing players who contributed to the PK. Connor Brown, Holloway, Fogle, CC, and Desharnais were all lost. Hopefully Murphy, Dickinson, and Shea will turn that trend around, library pad. Yeah, so they absolutely lost some roster players that, they were essential for those PKs for those 2 years. Can Dickinson, Shea, and Murphy fill those skates, Reid? Maybe. Time will only tell.
Well, I think Dickinson and Murphy have proven it.
Yeah.
Shea, obviously, what did Dusty say on, there was some metric that he was like in the top 15% of penalty killers.
Pretty good metrics.
So that's
Analytics.
Good if you go off that.
Yeah. I meant to get to this at the start of the show, and this is going to be I completely forgot to lay out the show, so I'm sorry about that, Reid. We just kind of got right into it.
You're doing a great job. That was good. Just start going, baby.
Yeah, no, this is fun. But you have a wealth of knowledge in that brain.
Well, I'm not sure about that.
No, you absolutely do. I'm telling you. One of my favorite segments on Edmonton Sports Talk as a whole, definitely on your show for sure. I think it might be, is Reid's Word of the Day. Love it.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
That's great.
Yeah, it's fun.
So I'm going to throw this at you. Before the show, I was doing some prep and I looked up random word generator. So I've got 3 words and I want you to use these 3 words for the rest of the 20. Just throw them in a sentence. I'm challenging you. Is that okay?
Sure. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, so this is the first 3 nasties. This was the first 3. I pressed click, random generate. Boop, 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 boop. This is what came out. Haunt. So you have to use that just once.
Okay.
The second word, steward. I had to look that one up.
I think I know what it means. Okay.
It kind of is like a general manager in a sense.
Right.
In hockey terms, you overlook things. And then lastly, class.
That's it?
Yeah, those are the words.
Then I can do it anytime in the next half hour.
Yeah.
Okay. That's fine.
Is that fun?
Yeah. I thought they were going to be like,
I thought so too.
Obscure weirdo words.
Okay, well, next time if we're ever on again, I will make them
like
cool.
like something from the 1700s.
Yeah. Like what the heck?
Do you ever get that on your Instagram?
What in the deuce
like
is
words from like the Victoria era, and it's like
I've seen some of those.
Boogly boo was like a untied shoe or something like that.
It's funny. I like if you Google a word, and it's kind of funny. In one of the tabs, there's options for said word. And it's like when the word was most popular.
Oh, nice.
And so like I forget what it was. I think it might've been and it was like a today's word. It was like cringe or something like that. Like something you hear, or maybe it was vibes. I think it was when I first moved to Edmonton. I was like, I've never heard that word being thrown around so much. Vibes, good vibes. Oh, you love the vibes in Edmonton, Trev, eh? Like, oh yeah, great vibes. And then it was funny, 2 years later, it started catching waves back home. My brother's like, yeah, man, vibes. Or I'm like, dude, that's so 2 years ago. But I looked up vibes and I was like, when was this popular? I'm just hearing this now. And it was 1600s. Vibes was it was a graph, and it showed in the 1600s, it peaked.
What did it mean then?
I don't know. I'm not even sure if it was vibes, but it was a word in today's modern language.
Here's something
amongst the youth.
So from mentalfloss.com.
Oh, that's a good one.
Bang up to the elephant. This phrase originated in London in 1882 and meant perfect, complete, unapproachable.
Oh, that's like
yeah, like that goal was bang up to the elephant.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
that's good. I grown up with my grandparents for a little bit of my childhood. My grandma's just always got the best sayings. Like, goodness gracious, Aunt Matilda. That's not bad. I see, says the blind man. That's like taking a slow boat to China. There's a few others, but yeah. I like sayings, so that's a good one.
Okay, good.
Yeah. Right on. Okay, we're about 12:27.
Oh, yeah, and Penner says, yeah, Joseph will PK as well. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's shift gears here. He did mention, and if you're watching on today's program, you'll see I threw up on the thumbnail, Stan Bowman. Yeah, because I just like to have fun. Maybe a little bit of clickbait. But I got Claude Giroux on the thumbnail. I got Patty Kane. You know, he mentioned, oh, yeah, bringing in a forward. So I'm just curious, like, what is, when he said that with what there is left in cap space, which I'll remind you, the Oilers have just over $7 million.
But they won't once all the RFAs are signed.
Yeah. So it will go down for sure. But what are you expecting, like, when he says, oh, like, we're getting a forward? Are you thinking a depth piece, like, significant? Like, we're talking Joseph level, Jones, Max Jones level, like that kind of...
Well, there's all this stuff about Giroux, eh?
Yeah, that's kind of...
So that would say he'd probably get at least a couple $1 million, wouldn't he?
I'd like to think... Yeah, I was thinking like 2.5, $3 million.
And then you're not going into the season with much after all.
Yeah, but I mean, that's what I would offer him. Who knows what he would want? He might demand a little bit more, but I'm just looking at his last year, and I mean,
he still had 49 points last year, 50 the year before that.
Yeah,
still be a pretty good player.
I mean, my whole life watching this team, last few playoff runs, just a third line right shot center, like that's, you know, something the Oilers haven't necessarily had. Bukestad, and then he got traded there, but yeah, like that one's thrown out there. Claude Giroux, you think that caliber of a player? And I'm sorry to play what if. I don't know.
I don't mind that. Look, players who have offensive ability, offensive touch, good hands, they usually still have that, even if they're not as quick as they used to be.
Corey Perry.
Corey Perry's still good around the net.
Yeah.
You know, and he can still play an agitating style of game, right? You know, Giroux could probably still come in and get half a point a game. Could probably still help taking some faceoffs and stuff like that.
Yep.
The thing would be his. Okay, so it's $7 million. So who do they have to sign? Doc and Macamadoulin and Stastny.
Yeah.
So say they get $1 million each-ish. They're not going to get a ton.
No.
Like, let's round those guys up to $4 million, just hypothetically.
Okay.
Say they all got $1 million and a third. I don't know if they're going to get that much, but let's kind of do a worst case scenario. So then you're down to what? 3.2. 3.2.
Yeah.
So if Giroux signed for 2, let's say, then are you really going into the season with a lot of cap?
Yeah. And that's something that Stan has said, like, since I've been in Edmonton, this is the first time that I've had this.
That's what he said yesterday. He'd actually have some flexibility, even if it's say $4 or $5 million, right? Right.
Yeah, so I think you laid it out there pretty well.
But Giroux would be intrigued. Like, I don't mind having experienced players on the team.
No.
Gord says Giroux would have to play third line right wing, but take important faceoffs, not fast enough to play center. Yeah, that's probably good. Yeah, a lot of people were pointing out the faceoff stats, which was he 63% last year? Yeah, I guess he was.
Always. I remember just NHL stats, always refreshing, you know, and look at the faceoffs in my lifetime watching hockey. He's always been up there as one of the best.
Yeah.
So when you draw every now and then, that's...
like Penner says, some money could go to them. Yeah, like Stastny could wind up in the minors, right?
True.
I know somebody yesterday was like, well, Jari will wind up on LTIR. I don't know if he will or not, but you know, I don't want to hope for a guy to get injured.
No, that is fair. This is the Oil Stream. I'm YouTube Trev alongside the Reid Wilkins, and we are in the Popeyes Louisiana Kitchen studio. Popeyes. Let me get this liner out here. Where are we? Okay. Brought to you by the new value menu at Popeyes Louisiana Kitchen. Featuring 5-piece nuggets, fried pickles, mini chicken wrap, mini chicken sandwich, and blackened cauliflower, all for $4 plus tax. These are perfect snackable items that can round out your favorite Popeyes meal. I understand you. That's what the boys, the Canada Day
Yeah, we got
crew.
delivered on Canada Day. Yo, Aaron brought it, yeah.
Shout out, Aaron. How was
very
it?
nice. Yeah, it was good. Well, plus I was starving.
Yeah,
I was getting a little shaky.
Yeah.
I was gonna,
That's good, man. Did you have fun for that program?
Yeah, it was good. That was a
nice.
good day. It was a lot to talk about.
Being nominated for SD of the Year. Did you know that?
It's being nominated for SD of the Year.
A lot of nasties, but they said the next day when we came in, I nominate this. Yeah.
I think it's being nominated for the SD for Show of the Year.
Oh, Show of the Year. Yes, sorry.
But
yes.
the nominations aren't even out yet.
No,
I
but
think
the Nasties-
people are pushing it for.
Yeah, they are absolutely pushing
Okay.
for it. So that would be.
Is it on our nominees list? We have a living document where we update stuff like that. Well, that's probably the longest show I've ever done.
Really?
Quite frankly, speaking of core memories, yeah.
Cool. That's not bad. Was that so? Yeah, you've done free agency day before.
Yeah, it's
right?
up on episode of the year, July 1st, EST free agency for 6 hours.
Boom.
It says Benny, Reedy, and Dusty.
There you go.
And Benny isn't capitalized. I'm going to capitalize Benny.
Nice.
I'll leave Reedy, I guess. Somebody thought they were funny.
No, that's good. What'd you get from Popeyes?
Dustin got it. We got tenders, chicken tenders and fries, and a variety of dips. I just had the blackened ranch. That's my favorite dip from there.
Oh yeah, it is pretty unreal. Going back to the goaltending front there, Reid, just curious, do you think that this is the new, this is how teams are going to start, going forward with their goaltenders? Have 3?
I don't know about 3.
Yeah.
Like using 2, maybe some teams get more of an even split and are more willing to change in the playoffs. I mean, there were playoffs where it was like the coaches were like, "Yeah, I'm never taking that guy out.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. He gives up 8, he's in the next game." I think there'll be more teams that look just for 2 really good goalies or solid goalies and accept the fact you're probably not going to have a superstar goalie. And let's face it, how often does a superstar goalie win the Stanley Cup? I guess Vasilevsky. Bobrovsky's a very good goalie.
It was definitely
so it
more,
happens, but it doesn't happen every year.
No. I feel like it was more like growing up, like it was pretty prevalent, quick. Well, Crawford was in the mix. Brodeur. Yeah. Do you think Freddie steals the show?
What do you mean by steals the show?
Do you think he comes in here and he takes the crease from Tristan Jarry?
I think he already has the crease.
Yeah?
I think he took it the moment he was signed.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, I'll be interested.
But he's the best goalie the Oilers have. There's no doubt. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah.
Like Stan Bowman can say, well, maybe there's not a number 1. But to me, Freddie Anderson's the number 1.
I agree with that.
He's going to start opening night. Even if he plays every 3 out of 5 games, then you're the number 1.
Right. Do you think, I read an article that said for the first time in McDavid's career, the Oilers have a premier goaltender in Freddie Anderson. Is that a fair assessment?
Was that Spec?
Yeah.
No disrespect to Spec or anybody else. Why are people forgetting about Mike Smith?
Yeah. I
like Mike Smith came to Edmonton with a very strong resume, and I would say maybe even exceeded expectations given where he was in his career the last couple of years. I mean, did he not have a .923 save percentage one year?
Yeah, he definitely had the best save percentage out of goalies that I can remember. Let's see this. I thought that this was very similar to Mike Smith, like getting Freddie Anderson. That was just one of those things. I remember when the Oilers got Mike Smith, and I was like, damn, like, I'm excited, but I wish this was like a few years ago. He
was still pretty good. He wasn't the reason. I mean,
920, yeah, second last season, 923 save percentage, 231 goals against.
Right.
Yeah, like that's extremely. I think people, like I've forgotten how good his numbers were. When he was an Oiler, he never had, his lowest season was .902 for his save percentage. And then .923 and then .915.
I thought he did really well here.
Yeah.
Like I don't remember there being a lot of questions or criticism of Mike Smith from fans when he was here. I mean, there was a lot of Mikko Koskinen. There was a lot of other goalies. I think he was pretty good. And, he played till he was 39. Do I consider Freddie Anderson a premier goaltender in the NHL? No, I don't. Maybe Specs using a slightly different definition. Do I consider Freddie Anderson a guy who's been a good or very good goaltender for a long time? Yes. If he's healthy and solid, is that a guy I think you could feel like, okay, you know what? Freddie Anderson's in. We might lose, but we're not going to lose because of goaltending. Right. We're not going to lose 4-3 and he's going to let in 2 absolute questionable goals. If he's scored on, he's going to be beaten or we're going to be guilty of a big breakdown in front of him.
Yeah.
So, but I get where Speck is coming from. You can't argue with his resume.
Yeah.
Like it's a good resume. Jay said it yesterday. He was a Conn Smythe candidate. I mean, maybe if he finishes the series, he wins it. If he goes 15-2 or 16-2 or whatever in the playoffs, So I think he's a very good goalie who's had a very good career. But his age,
right,
and his injury history, I mean, he probably can't play more than a couple games in a row, which is fine. He's less of a question mark than what the Oilers have had in recent years. Maybe that's good enough. Maybe with the history of Edmonton goalies, that makes him premier because he's a smaller question mark than some other guys they've had. But Mike Smith was very, very good.
He was.
Cam Talbot was very, very good for a year. I mean, Cam Talbot was 4th in the Vezina voting in 16-17.
Yeah.
And then just
I think he had 70
to
games played.
I think he got to 73. Yeah.
Yeah, which is just incredible. Yeah, that was I'm pretty sure starting that season, if I'm not mistaken, it was Cam Talbot and Anders Nielsen. That was the tandem. That year. Or was that the year before?
That was the last year in the old rink.
That was the year
tandem
before,
in 16-17 was Talbot and Brossois.
Brossois, LB.
Right.
Yeah. No, agreed with Reid. Take away Y2D in the nasty chat. McDiesel says, facts, Reid. Big Uke, I miss Mike Smith. This one was funny. I lost it here. It's because he let in a goal 150 feet away. Do you remember that one?
I do remember that one. And the Oilers still won the game.
They did. I thought that was the...
Dude scored on a rebound late in the third period.
I thought that was like, okay, the Flames might be cooking.
That was the interesting thing about Mike Smith, though. Because he was so active in the net, he'd make like 6 or 7 saves where you're like, how did he get to that? And then there'd be a puck coming right at him, and it would almost look like he got out of the way.
Yeah.
Because he was a very active goaltender. He was the opposite of a lot of goalies where you think, well, the less he's moving, the better he is.
Yeah.
With Smith, it was, well, the more he's hopping around and bobbing his head and yelling at guys, the better he is.
Yeah, and it's funny because I remember like for Smith with me, I was like, damn. Because I remember at the time, I'm like, it's crazy. He puts up good numbers, but for me, as at the time, being a fan, I was never at ease when, like, if it was a 2-on-1, if it was a 3-on-2, even if it wasn't an odd man rush, just because sometimes he would make the save, but it would give you like my heart rate would spike.
That's just how he played, though. I think.
Yeah, and it worked. I think I know that way of hockey for goaltending is definitely not. Like I don't know if goaltenders are going to be playing like that ever again. Just with how it is.
The way he played the puck, I know they're all good at playing the puck.
Yeah,
but who's the best puck handler in the league now? Off the top of your head,
geez,
is Binnington good? He's decent, isn't he?
He's decent. I was going to say Vasilevsky, but I don't even know if he's.
But I'm trying to think if anybody's
like, is there that goalie in the NHL?
Like Smith went out of his way to play the puck.
Yeah, almost always. he was out of the net.
Like sometimes there'd be a cycle where the other team was forechecking for 30 seconds and he would go behind the net and cut it off.
Yeah.
Leave the net empty with the other team pressuring.
Jari at Dextra in the nasty chat. Jari does have a goalie goal.
He's actually not a bad puck.
Yeah, he's not bad.
I don't think he'd be best in the league, but I think he'd certainly be above average.
Yeah, Binnington's getting a lot of comments in the nasty chat. On the goaltender front, let's kind of shift gears here. They also got Devin Levi. Expectations for him in next season.
Well, I think he's obviously in a class of goaltender.
Yes. Okay, there it is. Nasties. He said class. Boom.
Could he be in this class of goaltender that blossom in their mid-20s?
Very good.
Which happens. It's not uncommon for that to happen. World Junior goaltender, like good pedigree, had a brief burst with the Buffalo Sabres. I saw somebody who covered the Sabres tweet about him that he had like a 7 or 9 game stretch where he looked really, really good, and then he wasn't used as much, and he just couldn't maintain it. You know, Bowman has brought up good AHL numbers that he thinks that's a sign he's ready to take the next step. I hope so. I don't mind that move in and of itself, and I like it even more now that they also got Freddie Anderson.
Yeah, I agree.
Now, I don't know if you'd want to expose Levi to waivers, so I hope he gets the chance to play here in Edmonton and to develop further. But yeah, I don't mind that move. I mean, let's see what he can do. It's just he's in the grand scheme of things, he's played so few games. Yeah. Right. Where he's actually had to be, well, not that he's going to have to be the guy in Edmonton, but I think that's the hope.
Right.
I mean, if you trade for him, you're hoping if you trade for him and you sign Anderson for a year and you still have Jari, you're probably hoping in the next 2 or 3 years, Levi's maybe your best goalie.
Yeah. I was very when that was the first move that they made on free agency, I kind of just thought that that's all that they were going to do. So I was like, damn, I like this to an extent, but it's is this really where the Oilers are at? But I think there's absolute potential there for, maybe in the next 3 years, he's the starting goalie of the Edmonton Oilers.
See, takeaway in the chat says, don't forget we have Connor Unger. I'm not forgetting that the Oilers have Connor Unger, but I'm not acknowledging him as an NHL option this year.
No.
And that's not being disrespectful, but you have to look at where he's played and how he's done and what he would need to keep doing to play in the NHL. Yes, hopefully he is one day in the NHL. And I'm not saying that takeaway is suggesting he should be in the NHL this year, but I'm not putting him in the conversation of goaltenders that can help the Oilers this year. No. Connor Unger is the organizational number 4 or number 5 goaltender, right? So I'm not going to say, there's the guy if these 3 guys aren't doing well enough. If Connor Unger plays in the NHL this year, probably something has gone terribly wrong. Okay?
I'd agree with
90%.
That.
Maybe there's 10% that by Christmas, Connor Unger has 7 shutouts and a .940 save percentage in the AHL, and they just have to call him up. Okay, great. But more likely that if he gets called up, 2 guys are hurt or every goalie's .870 or worse save percentage. So I'm not forgetting that he's there, but we could go through the entire AHL roster and say, well, don't forget about this guy. Don't forget about this guy. But yeah, how many are realistically helping the team this year? That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, definitely down the road. It's a great option. I think they're happy and they're oh, this is perfect for us. Now that They know what they do on the goaltending front going into next season. Because if they didn't make the moves that they did, then it would be more of an option for sure. The Connor Unger conversation. But yeah, he is for sure the 4 guy, and it's perfect for him. Continue to develop in the minors, and who knows what they have in Connor Unger.
Yeah, he needs someone to steward him along his way to become an NHL goaltender.
Yes. Okay, for those of you that don't know, I gave Reid 3 words at halfway point of today's Oil stream. Those words being haunt, steward, and class. because Reid Wilkins on his show with Jay Milne, the last segment that they do every day, brought to you by the Edmonton Public Library.
The Edmonton Public Library, EPL.ca.
Yeah, is the word of the day. And so I wanted to challenge Reid, and he just said the two words, steward and class.
I got one more left.
Yeah, that's perfect.
See if I can do it.
Awesome. Okay. I think that's it for the Oilers talk. I kind of want to go around the league, if that's okay with you, Reid. Connor Bedard, he was injured yesterday. I don't know if you happen to see that.
I did.
Video.
Well, I didn't get a good look at the video. It was like kind of long range.
I really hope this isn't the case of a star player that just is riddled with injuries. He never really was that injured in junior. And just kind of this season, it was what happened right before. It was on our Christmas staff party was the night he got injured. He had taken a face off, and that kind of hindered his chances joining the Olympic team, and then injured again. So you hate to see it. Jamie Benn, he re-ups with the Stars 1 year, $850K.
Wow.
And that's Jamie Benn still chugging along. He was my favorite player growing up.
How come?
I just love the no visor.
An Oiler wasn't your favorite player?
Taylor Hall was my favorite Oiler, but Jamie Benn was my favorite player.
Okay.
And I don't know if you remember the Taylor Hall, he actually laid out Jamie Benn pretty good on a hit. I think this was like 13-14. The Oilers won that game, and Jamie Benn, if Nasties, if you remember this, Jamie Benn went to Taylor Hall and he wanted to go. And post-game, Taylor Hall said, if I thought it was a dirty hit, I would have dropped him, but I thought it was a clean hit, so I didn't drop him.
I actually don't remember that. I'm sorry.
Oh, no, you're good. But I just loved it because those were my two favorite players going at it. Green's my favorite color. Stars are my second favorite team. And I just loved that he was, those are my favorite players. I love a player that can score.
Yeah. Those guys that can just find a way to haunt you, whether they score or not.
Yes, he did it, baby. Let's go. Oh, nasty. Thumbs up for Reid. You're a genius, man. That's very good. I'm very impressed by that. Okay. So yeah, Jamie Benn, he re-ups with the Stars 1 year. Kirill, this is pretty big news for Oilers fans, the hopeful. It appears Kirill Marchenko is staying put. I know that name was a lot of fans, a lot of Oilers fans, the Nasties were, could the Oilers get him? Blue Jackets GM Dom Waddle said that the 25-year-old forward is sticking around in Columbus next season. So there you have it. That is around the league with YouTube Trev and Reid Wilkins. That guy is an unreal player. I really like him. Okay. It's pretty well over. This has been a good show, Reid. Thanks so much for being here with me. I'm having a lot of fun.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
No problem. And the Nasties as well. Thank you for being here. This has been a pretty good show, and we're almost done. It is that time of the oil stream. I get my reads correctly. And they don't have it. For whatever reason, they don't have it on the spreadsheet. That's okay, though. It is time for the numbers game presented by Play Alberta, presenting sponsor all of Edmonton Sports Talk. Go check them out, playalberta.ca. And Koob, he actually sent this in, so I want to read this for you.
Koob sent a message to be read on the show.
I got him to do over and under for me. Over under.
Oh, we're doing over under. Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
And this is for the numbers game presented by Play Alberta.
Am I doing it or are we both doing it?
I'm going to do it to you. I'm going to read these, and I would like if you could answer them.
Sure.
For me. Okay. Over under 41.5 games for Anderson next season. Nasties play along if you would like as well.
I'll say over.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay. Over under one more free agent signing before September for the Oilers.
Over.
Over under $3 million in cap space for Edmonton to start the season.
Oh, I'll say over.
Nice. This is a good one. Zach's just so funny. Zach will eat over 2.5 burgers that Matty makes.
Sorry, Zach?
Yeah.
2.5, eh?
So that's 3.
Well, we're beyond.
Yeah.
I don't know how big the burgers are. Like, Zach eats a lot, but 2 burgers is pretty filling, isn't it?
I think I had 5 JBCs at our 6 o'clock or lager launch that we had the first year at EST.
What's a JBC? Oh, Junior Bacon Cheeseburger?
Yeah.
But that's not what we're getting.
No, those are small patties. Nothing.
Do you know what? I'm going to say under.
Oh.
I'm going to say under. I'm going to say Zach eats 2 and stops. But now he can change it just to prove me wrong.
Okay, and lastly, Nanso is testing Coob and Gager with Name That Tune for Zach to the future. Zach will get more right than Gager.
No, Gager will get more right.
Okay, I agree.
Gager's just older.
Yeah, but I heard the songs that he's mixing in, new songs. He's
really?
mixing in as well. So
we played.
It's going to be
Jay
even.
and I played Hitster with Benny yesterday.
Oh,
where you scan the barcode, the song plays, and then you have to say where it goes in a timeline. So the more you get right, the more years you have in the timeline. Yeah,
that's fancy.
but there was one I knew exactly the year it came out.
Oh, really?
Bad Medicine. 1988.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you say you know more about movies or music?
Movies.
Yeah, I think so.
My music knowledge my movie knowledge is decreased with more recent movies.
Yeah.
My music knowledge is very narrow, I think. Very narrow band of music.
I wanted to ask you, what is your favorite movie of all time?
That's a good question. I mean, I would probably go to This Is Spinal Tap just because it's so funny and you can rewatch it and get something different out of it every time, or a subtle little joke or a look or something that you didn't get.
Okay.
That would be up there for me.
Spinal Tap. This is Spinal Tap, 1984.
Yeah.
I'll have to give that a
I think you would like it.
Yeah.
It's a mockumentary about a British rock band, but it's all American guys playing
cool.
British.
Yes.
And Rob Reiner, who unfortunately was killed, I guess, last year. Was it last year? He directed This Is Spinal Tap, and he plays the director of the documentary that they're making.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Damn.
So it's pretty funny.
That is pretty funny. Oh, I love it. Reid, what movie are you most looking forward to this summer from Pan?
Spider-Man Brand New Day.
Yeah, it's going to be good.
No doubt about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I saw Supergirl on Tuesday.
Did you like it?
I thought it was good.
Nice.
Was it Tuesday? Tuesday. I thought it was good. I'm surprised it's getting kind of mediocre or poor reviews. No, I didn't think it was awesome, but I thought it was certainly above average, certainly good. I wouldn't say excellent.
Yeah.
But I thought it was pretty good. It was I found the first 20, maybe even 30 minutes a bit clunky, but I liked how it came together in the end.
Was it better than the most recent Superman?
I actually thought it was. Yeah. I thought it was better than Superman.
I finally watched it, and I wasn't too... I don't know. It didn't win me over. Not going to lie. It was James Gunn. He directed it, right?
James Gunn did Superman. Yeah, and it wasn't as sick or as weird as the stuff he usually does.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I thought it was decent.
And why is Crypto kind of the main character?
Yeah, I wasn't. Crypto was Superman.
What movie are you talking about, Joe? It bombed Reid.
It bombed Reid. Maybe.
I don't know which movie he means.
Spinal Tap.
Supergirl's been out less than a week. Is going to be called a bomb already? I don't know if it can be.
No, I don't think so. Yeah, no, Spider-Man's going to be awesome. You watch a new trailer release, I think, last week, if I'm not mistaken. It looks great. Is Tom Holland your favorite Spider-Man?
No. The three Tom Holland movies are okay.
Yeah.
I mean, Spider-Man 2 with Tobey Maguire that'd be in my top 10 movies of all time.
Yeah.
That's just not just one of the best superhero movies of all time. To me, that's one of my favorite movies of all time.
I'm not mistaken. Sam Raimi, did he not?
Sam Raimi directed Spider-Man 2 and Spider-Man 3. Spider-Man 3 with Venom is not very good.
Yeah.
The Amazing Spider-Man with Andrew Garfield, I think, is quite a good movie. I'm surprised it gets crapped on. Amazing Spider-Man 2 with Electro was not good.
I love that one.
The first two, really? It's awful.
It's one of my favorite ones.
The first two Tom Holland movies, I think, are decent. The third Tom Holland, I didn't think was very good at all. I thought it was silly. The multiverse stuff, bringing back all those other villains.
Really?
That didn't work for me. I thought it was quite, it was...
Really?
Didn't draw me in.
Ah, interesting. Okay.
What is this movie, The Invite, about?
The Invite.
Is that about inviting... Why are people excited about this?
It sounds
Is it naughty?
Spooky. Oh, Edward Norton's in it. Oh, Seth Rogen.
Oh, the whole plot's already online.
Yeah, it's a comedy. Never mind. No, this is interesting. Okay, it is that time. We're running out of time. Zach, he has stepped into the studio. Zach, what do you got coming up on ESC Afternoons?
Oh, it's going to be a fun, busy show that we got on tap here. We will talk about the ongoing World Cup match. More than that as well. I mean, the Argentina's headlining today, the round of 32 closes. And of course, the round of 16 opens up. Canada, Morocco tomorrow at 11. We'll talk a lot about that. Hernan and Joaquin are fired up. The boys were out there getting ready to grill burgers too.
Smells delicious,
which is amazing. We'll talk NHL free agency. Matt Larkin from Daily Faceoff will connect with us to go all the way around the NHL, the biggest moves, the losers, what happened in Toronto. Sergei Bobrovsky out there as well. We'll get his thoughts on all the Oilers acquisitions too. And we have a special edition of Zach to the Future. It's Name That Tune. So Gager and myself will be put head to head to try and guess the song that Hernan picks. It'll be a fun time.
Awesome. Adby Coob, EST Afternoons. That's what's cooking in a matter of minutes. Don't go anywhere. I'm YouTube Trev. That is Reid Wilkins. Nasties. I'm out for the weekend. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your weekend. And stay tuned to EST Afternoons coming up. And we got the Reid Wilkins Show with Jay Milne following that. Don't go anywhere. Thanks for everything. See you on Monday.